2 doors, 2 vents, 2 vestibules, 2 people distills down to that one word, livability.
If we want to zoom all the way out, making tents was one of the first things that REI did. Now this was the 1940s, but fast forward through the years and the half dome appears in 1980. In that time period, there was a massive explosion of popularity for backpacking. But the half dome is really unique because it really was part of this revolution in how tents function. JanSport had actually brought forth the dome style tent. REI picked up the design and made it our own.
It was a simple half dome, 2-pole design tent. It had a single vestibule on the front and a little vent over the single vestibule and door on the front.
In the late 80s, we experimented with some different styles of tents. The half dome was called the Geodome or the Mountain Half Dome. But in 1990, the half dome as we know it sort of came back. And then in 2002,
something clicks in your head. 2 doors, 2 vestibules, 2 vents, 2 people. You've been mulling over this or that or how to, and then suddenly it just gels. My online handle is dirtbag with 2 G's to distinguish me from all the other dirtbags that are out there. The idea behind being a dirtbag is that you're committed to what you're committed to, in this case, to our sport. I always felt that the job description was you had to know what the sport needed, and the only way to know that was to be involved in it. Things have to hit on all cylinders. It has to be comfortable. It has to be easy to work with. It has to look nice.
When REI puts its label on a piece of gear and apparel, that is gear and apparel that we have made and we have tested. And we don't do that alone. We do that in conjunction with our members, with our customers.
Drawing from the expertise and the knowledge body that we have access to. If we're not doing that, I think that's a real mistake.
As a designer and developer,
REI was like the place. I remember going there when I was a little boy, putting on some Sahara pants that were way too big for me, and I was like, these are so cool. It has been a lifelong goal since I was a little boy to work at REI, and now I do, so my dream came true.
these are the half domes that the first ones you and I worked on.
Everyone's got their things that make them unique, but one of the things that I liked about David was we'd be working and focus on a design, and then all of a sudden we'd hear, "Roar, roar, roar." You would ask him, like, why do you do that? He'd be like,
it's a matter of enthusiasm. You know, that's how I let it out.
That kind of personality really makes it fun to work with someone like him.
The irony is that I'm actually a cat person. I saw in Sean someone who, I wouldn't say who would do what I had done, but who would do the right thing and had the intelligence and creativity and vision to make it happen.
For a while, there was a push for like, let's make the half dome really lightweight. And then this new iteration, we have stepped back into kind of the more traditional approach for a fully featured backpacking tent. We brought in more protection from wind and sand and dust that's like blowing around through the camp. And then we also brought back some privacy features in the tent that we reduced a little bit to cut down on weight.
Original half dome was just two poles that cross. In 2010, we introduced the H architecture.
That kind of a bridge pole is fairly common. In most cases, it's a separate pole. In our case, it was built into the whole structure. And that was one of the strength characteristics of the half dome that we measured when we went into the wind tunnel. A Freightliner down in Portland had this enormous wind tunnel. We nailed down our tents and they blew them down for us. So we learned a lot that way about how to make a tent stronger.
Prior to that, we had the tent test drive.
We tested by strapping to the top of a truck and driving it down the highway or around a racetrack. The 45th anniversary edition has non-fluorinated, durable water repellent. It's got those improved hubs. It's got more livability. They're designed with purpose. They're designed with intention. Over and over and over again, the half dome has just endured.
It's easy to understand, it's easy to set up, it's not too heavy, it's not too big. Everything's like very approachable on the Half Dome, and I think that is a big reason why it has gained such a huge following and been such a popular tent.
We look back on it and we're like, wow, this is quite a cool journey that we're on now for 45 years.
Good to see you again, buddy.